It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching the STPL. My name is Kix. Joining me is Rapid, and we're back here again.
We sure are, Kicks. Wow, imagine that. A second game coming immediately after the first game.
I
Or
know.
perhaps you mixed it up and there was a first game, but we're doing that second. Actually, I think we just had a sub for the first game. But
Yeah.
anyway, game number one did go to Brood War Life. So, or no, it went to SouL. My bad.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that Tai2's the mercenary, and so he just goes on whichever team pays him the dirty esports dollars, and he won it for SouL, so they're up 1-0.
Yeah, they are indeed. Now it's going to be up to their second player here to see if they can take down someone from SouL here. It's going to be for SouL Gaming. It's Scan. Now Scan is actually 1-for-1 this round. Trying to figure that out. Yeah, my brain froze, because I was trying to remember what I was going to say. But he is 1-for-1 against his opponent's race, so he is 2-for-2. It's going to be a TBP here, and Castle is going to be the man. Currently 0-for-2, so not the best record so far in this round, but he is a relatively strong Protoss player from, I believe, North America. I did beat him on ladder once back on IC Cup on Pathfinder.
Why you gotta do him that way, Kicks? You don't need to bring that stat up.
You know, it was one game. I'm not counting the hundreds of times he beat me, so... I mean, like yesterday, if I'm going to be completely honest, I won 2 games against Cadenti. I may have lost 12 other ones, but I won 2 games, and it's all good. But either way, should be a cool TVP here as we head in to Sin Peaks of Baekdu. Now, if there's a map that Castle can do something funky on, to maybe pull one over on Scan, it's going to be this one. Now, PBT is actually currently tied up 1-for-1, so no major advantages either way so far in the STPL. I know back in the Pro League days, it looked a little bit different, but we're using the STPL stats here, as they are STPL players. But it should be a lot of fun.
Yes, it should. It's my favorite map, so I'm super excited to watch this. And for Scan, I mean, this guy he's the Chingu, if I can go that far. I've hung out with him many times. He's currently doing his Korean military service as a civil servant, and so of course wish him the best of luck with that. But he does make time to play his STPL games, which is super sick of him. I mean, this guy has been a part of the international community as a Korean for many years, and he's making time out of the middle of a busy military service to still play games for it. So big shout out to him. Obviously for Castle, it really surprises me that he hasn't had that strong a season, because he's actually a very good player. So should be a good game. I would maybe give Scan a slight edge, but let's get into the game and see what happens.
Yep, let's get started even. And speaking of getting started, in the 2 o'clock position up here in the blue, it's going to be fighting for SouL. It's Scan.
Yeah, that's right. And his opponent in the bottom side of Shin Peaks of Baekdu in the opaque, the color of, I don't know, skin if you're maybe a little bit malnourished. This is Castle, who just really loves to start out his games of chess moving his king and his rook around.
That's a
it's called castling, Kicks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just trying
all right.
I was trying to
I
find
didn't know how cultured you were, by the way.
Yeah, I know chess. I may not be very good at it, and I don't know any advanced techniques or anything, but I do know about castling. And I remember the first time I did it to someone and they thought I was cheating, and I was like, no, this is the thing.
Well, if you ever talk to Artosis, maybe teach him how to do it. I think he lost 4 games of chess in a row versus Tasteless today, and was really upset about that, as you should be if you lose any games of chess to Tasteless. So there was no castling going on in those games. I just had to bring it up because it was my chess reference of the day.
That's throwing shade at Artosis there. I mean, chess master Artosis losing to Tasteless.
Oh man, no, he's actually pretty good at it, but we all have our off days,
Yeah. Oh, looks like we're going to have a gas steal coming in here from Castle now. This is going to delay Scan a little bit. Scan probably didn't want to go for a 1 Rex expand on this map, just given the fact the natural is so damn open, but Scan will probably be able to deal with this. Castle, of course, is going to get a little bit of an advantage, though, as he goes into his gateway. Obviously, going to be interesting to see where he takes it from here. I highly doubt we're going to see a super quick expansion from Castle here, but it's always a possibility.
Indeed, as are most things, including Scan pulling all of his SPs and running across the map. Probably not likely, but anything truly can happen. And so yeah, this opens up a lot of opportunities for Castle. You can see he's actually being very vigilant with his probe in the base, even still, making sure that he keeps an eye on this. And if you can get a second gas steal after they kill the first one, like, just get out of the game. Like, at that point, it's over. You're never gonna... Actually, I guess you can still go bio, but he's keeping this probe around here, man. This is pretty sneaky. I'm waiting for the mana pylons to come down.
Oh, he gets... Oh, he doesn't get the gas. I thought he got that again.
That was so close. I'm still waiting for him to go in and mana pylon, but yeah, that was actually really, really close.
Yeah, one thing I did notice there, I kind of zoomed in on it because I've never noticed it before. There's actually like shadowing that I've never noticed while playing the game. But the SCVs were like in shadow behind the assimilator there. Like you could just about see it in the bottom left, but I've never really seen it do anything. But it just so happens that I was watching at the perfect moment, but it looks like we are going to have the 7x score coming up back at home for Castle. Going to be going into those Dragoons, put a little bit of pressure on the front, as he knows it's going to be a pretty long while away from getting a tank out for Castle now, or for Scan even. And his probe's still in the base at the moment, so he could still do some really cheeky things. Looks like he is just going to be scouting around though.
I'm always a little bit scared after gas steals because there's a chance that the Terran player just goes for like a bio all-in or something like that. Oh, and actually not greatest probe control as that goes down, but yeah, it does look like we're just gonna have a little bit of a delayed factory. He's not like pumping out a crazy amount of Marines, but I wonder if this could make him maybe go a little bit more towards bio. He's obviously building a factory instead of barracks, so not just straight into like 2 or 3 racks, but that's it. It's always interesting. I always get screwed up when anybody gas steals me because I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to do. But there's a proxy pylon just now coming down, so we'll see what shenanigans Castle has planned next.
Now Castle isn't doing like the next level proxy where you actually build a 3rd pylon in your base as well, so Scan is going to know there's a proxy now. Whether or not he's going to be able to scout it even. I mean, we've seen a PBT on this map before, where I think it was a PBT where there was like a proxy sort of in the 5th base, and that didn't get spotted, and it actually gave Oyaji the win over Scan. So Scan's actually lost to a proxy on this map already. It was DT's last time. It's going to be Robo this time though. Now Scan looks like he is building his command center quite close. He doesn't quite have vision over it though, and his SCV still doesn't really know where this proxy is going to be. He's going to send out a second one to try and get an answer.
Yeah, now I was wondering what kind of version, what kind of build Scan was going to go for. Obviously, if you were planning on doing something high tech and you get your gas stolen early, that sucks. He is getting a tank right now. I'm waiting to see if he's gonna maybe put or what he's gonna get off the machine shop. Of course, it is siege mode, so not a big surprise there. I'm not sure what Scan expects at this point, but he is a super cerebral kind of thinking player. So he is definitely doing exactly what you said, Kicks, and counting pylon numbers. And he's going to get in for a second scout with this SCV. So that should actually really tell him something's up.
Yeah, I am genuinely floored right now at the fact that Castle let the SCV run past. He had 2 Dragoons in position, and it got past. It's going to see the Robo Base. So this is completely found out now. He's going to build an engineer bay immediately now. Going to have those turrets.
Why would you build the Robo Bay in your main base? Like, why wouldn't you just build it at the proxy?
He sent the probe away, so... I mean,
no, he doesn't. The probe's still there. It's hidden behind the Robo.
Oh, so it is. I couldn't even see it. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Unless the probe's stuck.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's stuck.
No, it's not. It can't be stuck there. No.
Yeah, this
maybe he doesn't know it's there.
Yeah, maybe he forgot. I've done that before.
Okay. I mean, the Reaper's about halfway done. He's gonna, queue up some scarabs and load it into the shuttle and send it across. But what do you know, Kicks? There's Tons of missile turrets going up around the base. I don't think it's realistically enough to stop the shuttle from the Reaver from getting in, but it means you can't just sit the shuttle over the Reaver and micro it like that.
Yeah, now he has actually blocked away the sort of right-hand path. Those two turrets, if you go in the middle, will shoot the shuttle down. So it's going to be kind of annoying. There's no turret at the natural. There is a tank, of course, here to defend against this, but that Reaver going to drop out on top of the tank. So the shuttle goes down, and he actually gets completely bombed.
Oh my god.
That was a really bad bit of miss micro there by Castle, and Scan is going to be in an incredible position now.
Oh gosh. Okay, well that was basically the worst possible situation. It's actually worse than that even happening if you built your robo in your main, because now your robo's all the way across the map. And what do? Like, you've got nothing. He has like 7 Dragoons, that's it.
Yeah, 7 Dragoons. He's going to be up against 4 siege tanks now. 2 of them are in siege mode. Maybe he can sort of swing around the bottom half of this base. He's waiting for some more Dragoons to get up here. But I mean, he's going to have to try and expand, but he's kind of got his tail between his legs now. That attack didn't do nearly as much as he wanted it to, and now we have a tank in the main sieging down on this robo as well. So there's going to be no more robo tech, at least for the time being. No observatory, he won't have that, so mines are going to be even stronger. And I mean, he really does need to add his observatory soon if he wants it.
Alright, well here we go. I think it's just do or die, kind of now or never, but there's 2 sieged tanks on the high ground, and this is just going to be a lot of blue goo kicks.
It is. Now, I did clear up the siege tank by the bottom, but the bunker is actually in range, I think, of the bottom Dragoons as well, so things are going from bad to worse here for Castle, unfortunately. Not the best game from him. He is going to still try to expand. He is going back into his Robotech, but of course his observatory is going to be a long, long way off. And we do have mines on the way for Scan. His second factory up as well, going to be going into mass siege tanks by the looks of it for the time being, and should start to see an armory coming in as well. No, he's actually going to go straight into full factory here. He knows he's done enough damage to kill him with a counter. He just needs to keep his macro up now. Yeah,
no, that's super intelligent. Scan, it's always a rough decision in Brood War to say, okay, I'm going to go kill the guy now, because A, that's pretty hard to do in Brood War, and B, if you don't, then you just throw away a lead most likely.
Yeah.
So it's almost always the better idea to just try to macro it out, but I think you're right. Anytime you go for, especially a proxy, and it fails, you're just going to be in a lot of trouble. And he actually even killed the Robo and the Pylon as well, so man, Scan's just in such a fantastic spot. He's pushing out with 5 tanks, and even though he's pushing uphill, there's just like, what was there, 4 Dragoons there.
Yeah, 4 Dragoons, they go down immediately, and I mean there's 2 more Dragoons back here, they're not going to be able to help you very much. There's 4 Dragoons running around the map as well, but poor Castle is in just such a terrible position now. It looks like he wants to try and take a 3rd base at some point, but I don't think Scan's going to allow that to happen. We see him actually throwing down another Scan on the main just to check that there's no hidden things, so he's not noticed like a big farm of gateways or something, and that's going to prompt him to push. And there's going to be very, very little other than having perfect micro that Castle will be able to do against this. Now, he is going to need the most insane micro in the world to hold on against this.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, that splash damage on those Dragoons. Like, next time he goes in, yeah, 3 just instantly dead. That splash was insane. So that's kind of the end of the game?
I mean, Castle's going to try and hold on for a little bit. He is adding more gateways on, so maybe if he can delay this enough, something will happen. But he loses yet another Dragoon, and the Zealots as well going to go down fairly quickly. I mean, this is only tanks, so maybe in some kind of crazy world where he has a Citadel at this point and speed, he could hold on. But there's no Citadel in sight. There's no 3-base economy or anything for Castle, and no Reavers even to help kind of defend against this kind of push, which is what you'd really want after a failed Reaver attack like that. And there we go. It looks like Scan is just going to E-move his way through here. It doesn't matter about micro for him. And GG! Castle gets taken down by Scan to take this to a quick 2-0 lead for SouL.
Yeah, wow. That was, first of all, obviously it sucks if you're going for a proxy and you lose your shuttle and your Reaver. That's kind of the rough But I mean, we take those. Like, if you go for that, you have to accept. It's the same thing. People say, "Well, there's RNG in StarCraft with scarabs and mischance up." I'm like, no, no, no. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Mhm.
If you go for it, you accept the risk that maybe you miss 10 shots in a row uphill. Maybe your shuttle flies into 4 turrets that are only placed in one spot just specifically for that build, and you get blown out. So that sucks, obviously, for Castle. But hey, another win's a win, and that puts SouL up 2-0.
Yep, so we'll be back with game 3 after this.